So hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're back on the Tiger. It's been a while since I've ridden this bike with the press bikes coming in and out. But yeah, it was only yesterday I was out on the Super Meteor 650, being a Saturday, today being Sunday, and beautiful, beautiful clear blue skies. Nice to see a bit of sun, 10 degrees. And yeah, I was moaning about the roads and the potholes and the state of the roads in the UK, but I found the answer. Buy an adventure bike, 21-inch front wheel, no more potholes. So on today's video, I'm heading down to sportsbikeshop.co.uk. They have a store in Preston in Lancashire, and yeah, I'm going to get a new pair of pants for my summer trip, my Turkey trip, where I'll be taking in 8 or 9 countries en route. So yeah, I'll be right back, and I'll also give you an update on the bits and bobs that I've added to the stockpile for the big trip. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so welcome back, and yeah, the Tiger 1200 Rally Pro. This is my own personal bike if you're not a regular viewer to the channel. This is the bike that I generally do tours on, but I'm starting to feel like it's a day-to-day bike, really, a general dog's body, just because of these awful roads that we have in the UK. And I whinge on a lot about these lately, but they're just not getting repaired, and the councils have not got enough money to repair them anymore. And also anyone that gets a damaged car then puts a claim into the councils, and they're spending all the money on the claims that they're getting. Absolute sorry state, UK. Where are we heading? Back to the horse and cart days, I think. So, new bits and bobs that I've been getting for my trip. I will be doing a video where I lay everything out on the floor and show you, and this is pretty much my go-to kit, whether it be a 4-day long weekend or whether it be a 3-week trip, 4-week trip to Turkey. I take the exact same things. So I want to update you and show you that, and I'll probably add that into the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But what have I added to the Tiger? Well, I've got a new lock from Lightlock. They were kind enough to send me it for the trips this year, and this is the Core Moto. The Core Moto is a fibre loop, and I'll be using this to loop the bike round securing points like lampposts and things on the tours this year. And I'll be coupling that with the already bought Lightlock, which is their X1, which I always put around my front wheel. That is a metal lock with I think it's called baronium around the outside, so that it's basically is very difficult, near impossible to cut through with an angle grinder, especially a single disc. Normally it takes 2 or 3 discs to get through these things, and you've got to cut both sides. So yeah, I think I'm equipped with enough security on the bike, and so looking forward to the trip, which will be mid-July. And before that, lots of other trips coming. I've got a trip to Tenerife coming. That's in towards the mid to end of April, and I'll be going over with another YouTuber who is coming along too. I won't name him, but I'm sure he'll be making an announcement on his channel quite soon. So a little bit of planning on routes and things for that trip and videos, so I'll bring you all of that from the Moto UK channel, and also you'll see some on his channel, I'm sure. Now you might notice a load of scooters, but also I'm wearing a new rucksack. This is the Krieger, I think it's the 9-litre rucksack with the coloured patch on the back. You can get either green, black or orange. It's like a khaki green, yellowy colour, so I've gone for that to match up with the bike. And the main reason I bought it is I actually don't like wearing rucksacks on long trips. But the harness system on these is very good, and you don't actually feel the weight on your back. Now, with it being only a 9 litre, it's great to carry things like my DJI Pocket 3 and a small tripod in, but also it has a 3 litre water bladder in. As you can see, the tube coming over my right shoulder just here. And yeah, the trip to Turkey is going to be a very, very hot one. It's going to be, you know, by the time we get down into Slovenia, Croatia, and through into Greece before we hit Turkey, it's going to be above 30 degrees, 36 most afternoons, so it could even be more. So I'm trying to equip myself with plenty of water en route, which is key. Keep yourself hydrated. Now, some of you might remember on my last Italy trip, I have a water bottle actually connected to one of my panniers. I'll pop a little picture on screen just now. And while that's all well and good for carrying water, it is metal, so in the sun it does heat up, and there's nothing worse than drinking red hot water. So the Krieger pack will keep the water cool, and that's my solution for a bit more liquid en route. Now, as I mentioned, I'm heading down to Sports Bike Shop in Preston to try on a couple of pairs. One of the good features about that store, if you have a store local to you, is you can order, you know, 3 or 4 different pairs in different sizes, because each manufacturer is really difficult to get the sizing right. And so I've ordered a couple of pairs in my size, and I'm going to go down. I haven't paid for them yet. I'm going to try them on and then just literally give the pair I don't want back to them, pay for the good pair. And these are like a mesh pants. They've got mesh panels in. One of the things that I'll be taking to Turkey are my jeans from Roadskin, and I found in Italy last year, when the temperatures rose above 30 and the sun was beating down on the tops of my legs, I was getting quite hot and no ventilation because they're jeans. Now, we'll be using the jeans on the first part of the journey, but I think I'll be using the Revit mesh pants. It should keep me a little bit cooler on the trip. Which will be great, and looking forward to seeing them, trying them on. If they're not right, they're not right. I'll look for some others, but I've heard some good reviews on the Revit mesh pants, so we'll try those. I will be taking my Alpine Stars jacket that you see me wearing just here on the trip, and this jacket has lots of air vents and things, and also a liner I can take out, so this will be the go-to jacket. But also, Alpine Stars do a cool vest, which is a vest that you put on underneath, and you actually add water into the vest, and that creates like a fridge effect, and you know, gets the heat and the moisture away from your body and evaporates. So I might be investing in one of them. I think that will be a definite must for when I get down to Croatia and also through Greece and into Turkey. That time of year it's extremely hot, and in Turkey it's above 40 sometimes. So my final destination in Turkey will be Bodrum. And the other thing that you've not seen, maybe if you follow me on Instagram, by the way, if you don't follow us on Instagram, that's where you get the daily updates, and there's always stories and posts going up on there. So if you're not and you're on Instagram, head over to MotoUK_, and I'll pop a link in the description below. And yeah, the Garmin that you see on my left shoulder, I think it is. It looks like a telephone, little orange thing. This is the Garmin InReach 2, I believe. And this is a satellite communication system, and it links to an app on your phone also. So if you're doing a tour where you've not got phone signal, you can actually just text from your phone, and it will hook up through the Garmin unit. Obviously, there's always a subscription with these things, but the one feature I do love on this is you've got an SOS button, so that goes directly to emergency services globally. And if you do get in trouble and come off the bike or have an accident or something and you need immediate service action, then just hit the SOS button, and hopefully some will come flying in. So a lot of adventurers use these going around the planet. I'm all about safety and security, so I just wanted that. Also, when I've been on some of these trips, not having phone signal is a pain sometimes, even if you just want to text your family to let them know you're alright. So with having that device, I'll be able to use it and do that on the trip. Trying to think what else I've put on. So I did have a concern last year when I did my Italy trip with my Garmin X1 sat-nav, literally leaving it on the bike overnight. Somebody could, you know, just unclip it. So I've actually got a lock which came from the Netherlands, I think it is. You can just maybe see it just on the top there. There's a little socket where you can put a key in and then unlock it. This is really quite a unique little product. There's only two that I know about, actually three that I know about. One is from Turotech, which is a big bulky metalized clamp that clamps it in place, and I'm not sure I'd have room. Also that adds weight, and with it being on the bar for the screen, then I think that wouldn't work so well. When the screen's up, it might make the screen move down when I'm on journeys. The other device, I can't remember the name of it now, but that was from Canada or the US, and that was a very nice little unit, similar to one I've got. But they wanted something like £75 or euros or dollars or whatever it was to ship it, which was a bit nuts, and that took it over the price bracket to pay lots of duties and things. So anyway, I got this one. I will pop a link in the description below. I do like it, and yeah, it secures the unit in place, and yeah, I can just unlock it, take it in my hotel, plan my routes for next day, and then put it back on the bike and lock it in the morning, so that if I'm at a cafe lunchtime and I need to leave the bike, I know it's secure. So yeah, really happy with that. I think that one was about 55 or 65 euros, but it is what it is. It locks my sat-nav in place, and yeah, really like it. Now on the trip I will be taking my mesh jacket, I think the one from Revit as well, and I've also got some mesh gloves, summer gloves, that I'll be taking. Also, it's good on trips also to take a pair of waterproof gloves and obviously a waterproof jacket, so I'll take two jackets. This one you see me wearing, the Alpine Stars one, and also when it gets really hot, the Revit, I think it's the Eclipse jacket, and I'll pop a picture on screen just now. You've seen me wearing that if you watched the channel last summer, and I also took it on my trips here and there. And also on all of the trips and every ride, I also wear an airbag vest, which is the Climb one, which you've seen on previous videos. And yeah, that's a key element really for me. Like I said, I'm all about safety and security, trying to wear the best gear possible. So, blue skies, so happy to be out on this bike. Lots of bikers out, as you can see from the bike caravans here, the food vans at the side of the road. And just a splendid day. I'm on the A6 going down from Lancaster to Preston, and just in my happy place at the moment. This is a definite sign of spring coming, and couldn't come soon enough. It's one thing winter, and it's been the wettest January and February I've ever seen. Really depressing, just grey skies all the time. Although I did take a break with the family to Spain about a week ago, and I've got a couple of trips abroad, like I say, Tenerife in April and another trip, so looking forward to those, getting a bit more sun just before the summer comes in the UK. We normally have the better months being April and May and June, and then towards the middle of July and August. This last couple of years it's been really bad, not been great at all. So middle of July, good time to head off on a big adventure. Okay, so that's Sport Bike Shop done. Managed to get a nice pair of Revit pants vented. and I went for the large size but the regular leg, and I thought I got a long leg, but the long leg was too long. So yeah, nice vented pants. I'll pop them on the screen just now so you can see which ones I went for. I've got some nice vented panels on the upper legs, which are great. Met a lovely gentleman. Sorry, I forgot your name already. Terrible with names. Outside sports bike shop. A regular viewer to the channel. Lovely to meet you. Now, what a great service they've got in sports bike shop. Like I said, you just order the couple of pairs, head in there, try which one you want on, and just take home the pair that fit you, basically. Cracking service, and really impressed. Nice to have one of these near me, just down in Preston. They've got a few of these dotted around the country. 11.5 degrees. Nice to see it in double digits today. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to head back up the motorway and get home. Got some bits and bobs to do family wise today, not all about bikes, but yeah, just in a second what I'm going to do is show you all of my touring kit so that you can see exactly what I take, whether it be, like I say, a 4-week trip or a long 4-day weekend trip. Always take the same gear. Very minimal, but just the right kit that you need on a trip, whether it be up into the Lake District for the weekend or across Europe. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, after that section, if you're interested in that, have a watch on the end just now, and if not, I'll see you on another video next week. Take care, ciao for now.